Hex Mage, yeah, that's what seems to be the common common like in this game is the Hex Mage. Everyone seems to love him.
Oh no, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely do magic next time. I'd probably stay away from Hex. I'll probably try something. Kind of want to try the rune thing. The 4 different runes and combining them. Kind of I wouldn't mind trying something like that. See what I think. Something where I go all in magic. As much as I can. You didn't like it? No? Has a really awkward playstyle. Yeah, and so one thing too is I feel like there are going to be some certain styles that are like more awkward as like a solo player, or playing as a what do you call it, solo player or as a co-op.
No. Get wrecked. Oh. He's about to hit you there.
Yeah.
He can't handle us. We're too bootylicious.
Shank ya. Hey, welcome back, Popo. I can get over the stress of counting my mana stones. Yeah, especially you can see, like, I don't know if you're doing it with co-op or if you're doing solo. Like, so far, oh, fuck, there's so many
wheat
mana stones. But then he doesn't use mana stones every fight, so... He's a ton. But then that's another resource you have to hold on to, right?
Oh, there's Kazite light boots in here if you want them.
I could always break those down. Oh, that's okay. Alpha always gets rage. Where are they?
They're in the chest back there.
Oh, okay.
Straight ahead.
Rune Sage is cool. Okay, that's ability. How's it going? Beast mode? How are you doing? Oh, I can't break those down? What's that base?
We can either go up or into the darkness.
Spicy? We don't have spicy. I gotta try and find more spicy that are not like super expensive. You charge so much for them, and you don't get very many. That's the thing. You get a very small amount. Yeah. Oh, well, that's why I changed it to Jelly Bean. Because I didn't have spicy anymore. This is 2D Fruity or Stinky Socks. Stinky Socks.
Which way you want to go?
Stanky. Should be just Jelly Bean. Well, that's what it is. He mixes them all together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and just pick a random one?
There's a guy right here at the top.
Problem is, then I don't know what it is. When people are like, "Oh, what was it?" and I eat it, I'm like, I have
Still
fucking no
on
idea.
cooldown. Still on cooldown. Sounds like there's another one in there. Yeah, there is.
Good man, cool. Blood Bullet could be a cool magic build too. Did you take Merc or just Rogue? Rogue. I took, so far I've taken Rogue and Monk? Warrior Monk? I'm leaning towards going Speedster. Or I might go Rogue, but I don't know if I'm going to use guns. As much as they look cool, it's just more skill points. I don't know if I want to necessarily use. But I'm really considering Speedster, just because I'm really liking the confusion buff on the rank 3 alert level. And being able to like lower them, dodge out of damage, cooldown reduction. I don't know, it seems like my type of playstyle. I'm really, and so far I like just love the one. I bought one ability for $50 and it's one of my favorites. But,
it's a broken desk.
yeah, I was going guns earlier. I really the guns were cool, and like the one I just had provided confusion. So getting confusion was pretty useful, but just having probe instead of having to worry about weight of the gun and the bullets. But yeah, I saw the blood bullet one. That's the one where you, I guess, block it. Is it block attack? And something like that.
Oh shit.
You block attack and then you gain health and something else, I think. But you need mana, right? And I've been trying to. I didn't get any mana, mainly just because I wanted as much stamina as possible. I've always liked being those characters that are either archer or that little shit that just moves around really quickly and stabs you in the back. Which way did you go? I think I see you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just fighting a mantis right now.
Oh yeah, it drains life. Yeah, yeah. I was going to go Mercenary for the movement speed and the stamina, 40% stamina decrease just for passives, since I don't have much left on my toolbar. But I think I will go. I'm really heavily leaning towards Speedster.
Oh, all my health I'd been saving up. All gone.
Oh no.
Well, half of it gone. He hit me.
I think that's a bolt rag.
Azite armor, do you want that?
No, it's all good. Actually, wait, I might be able to break it down.
And recipe for a horror pistol is in there as well.
Alright,
if they had like long guns, that would be great, but...
Wait, I don't want to equip that. Just iron. Alright, I think we've checked this all out. Oh. With speedster skills, you can lower. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Just being able to go down to 3.
Weird how I have to put my mace
That's
away
why
to
I would.
cast
That's why
with one
I'm.
hand.
That's basically the only reason I'm wanting to go down to speedster is being able to just get that level 3 for the confusion.
And those two guys filled up over a quarter of a bar. Recipe for cooking flour in there. but
I'll take it.
yeah, it was one big circle.
Because I already have pain. I already get pain from
Very
my
big
slash,
circle.
and then being able to get confusion. Also, the lowering down the cooldown on my skills would be nice. I also like being able to run fast, so having the speed bonus. I don't really care about the other one, the one that gives you +2 armor. I'm sure it would be good and useful, but I always love going full tilt damage and just try and get better and better at dodging. I'm very tired now.
Want to rest?
Sure.
Oh, I always do that.
Armor is counterproductive. Yeah, especially since the one below it makes it so that you take a free hit.
Oh, here. Must have picked this up. Jerky? That'll heal you a bit, right?
Yeah, I think so. Alright. They retrain us series. Yeah, we're just now. This is a really cool area. This has been a really neat area. Like, I love this kind of shit where you have a plan of doing something. You see this random thing on the side of the road. You're like, oh, let's activate it. What will this do? And now we are on a timer. And it's like, fuck. But I like things when things always throw a wrench in your plans, so you know, kind of get into the habit of certain things.
15%? Should we go up here? Risk it?
Risk it. And honestly, there's so many games that don't.
We get pretty unlucky with our ambushes, though.
There's a lot of things in games where I don't necessarily like timers. Sometimes, I think sometimes timers are kind of bad, but I really like them so far with this. I think a lot of games do timers wrong. Tricky Golem got you too. Yeah, motherfucker. And we knew. It warns you. It says shit's gonna be bad. It pretty much says that there's like a bad vibe to this, and we're like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh. Your armor's been crafted. Okay, so jump down here.
You want to do the quest with the timer?
Can.
Yeah, like I could see.
So what are we doing now?
It screwing over maybe some people where like they saved up to 200 gold, came here, had 3 of those things or something like that, and they were not prepared, and now they have to do this quest. Like I could see that kind of sucking.
I think
Because we explored a lot before we did it,
circle.
so we did have a lot of prep
there.
work.
So should we just go back to the train?
Sure. Yeah, I don't think. Did we check the research area out really well? I don't know if we did.
Well, we're missing one and
key.
where did we get them?
Not the end of the road, yeah.
Check.
As much as it does suck, like, fuck.
All the ones we're missing.
I want to see the end or whatever, but... So far, the game's done a lot of things right, so I definitely have full trust in it. Hey, Wilted. How are you doing, Wilted? The worst, though, is like...
Suss up that door.
When there's a game that has no timed events. and you get into that like habit of thinking now there's no time, and then there's just a hidden one thrown in there that you didn't know about, and then you fail it. It's like, wait, what? Like, I definitely think that some games should either teach it to you like really early on, such with where like this one, first quest, it's a timed quest, so that right away teaches you like, okay, you have to be careful. Willow's been fighting to going to sleep, and it makes me want to cry a little bit. Besides that, you're okay. Willow is a little bit too energetic.
I don't know which way it is.
It is down here. This is the empty one, so yeah, we're going the right way. Did you do the? What are the Vendevil bandits?
There it is.
Is that the Vendevil fortress with the chest? No, she's overtired but afraid to miss anything. I see, I see. Let's check out the research facility. Yeah, the fortress, did you fight them? I think we did. I think it was actually one of the first things we did. That's the one where you get captured, right? And there's that one room with the like mage and his 2 guards or whatever.
So we're just double checking this one now?
I was just double checking it, yeah, just seeing if there's anything we missed or activated after. So living quarters was the very first one.
Yeah.
That was the town. The troglodytes. But it's not very like, because each of the keys was in one of the robots. So we've done. I didn't mean to press that.
My backpack.
Actually?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, okay.
You fell for it. Get wrecked, nerd.
I'm gonna rip your backpack off and kick it off the edge. Warehouse. So warehouse was the boss. Manufacturing facility. So we definitely got one from warehouse. We definitely got one from test chambers. Wait, did we get one from test chambers? Managed transfer station, we just got one. Loading, oh no, loading docks is the boss. Managed transfer station, we got one. Warehouse took us to the other place. So I'd say maybe faction? I don't know if we got one in here. Just do everything next time he drops it? Yeah. Probably. Slowly start taking the things that he really needs.
Let me look.
But yeah, the Vendevil Bandits, I don't think there was like a quest for it, but yeah, we went, that's the one in the bottom left of the map, the main area.
Where we had to pick the golem's abilities?
No.
Wasn't that here?
That was that loading dock?
Oh, there's only 4 places. Or wait. No,
there's
that's
3 pages, yeah.
Shit. Did we do...
Yeah, if you didn't kill them already, there's a related quest. Just curious. Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. They all blur together today.
Yeah.
At least when you're outside, like the geography
Hey,
can
officer.
kind of help you. But here it's like
yeah,
all the same. So it's like, where am I going? Oh, let's check this one out. Nothing up here.
But yeah, that was pretty hilarious because we walk in and it's like, hey, welcome to the place, and it's like, you want to come in? You're like, yeah. We're getting shanked, and the next thing you know, you're butt ass naked in the mine thing, which is really cool because I did that in my D&D campaign. Like basically, they do the same thing. It's not like it's a unique storyline or anything like that, but there's a lot of similar aspects to it. It was just a nostalgia run. You're looking as fuck and posting you're looking every day, yeah. That's the trifecta. God, D&D is one of the greatest creations ever. Like just the books alone, like I just get so absorbed in D&D books. Like I remember the first time playing it and getting the book and going into the shop and seeing what you want to spend with your like copper and your silver, and then and yeah, it was just like, oh, man, instant addiction. I remember my mom though being how does the game even work? Dungeons and Dragons. So you pretty much just have, there's multiple ways you can go about it. So you have a dungeon master, and you could buy like books that have like storylines and dungeons, and you kind of just set the stage. You talk about the things that are happening. You know what's going to happen, but obviously the players don't. And then they have their characters, just like you would have a video game with their skills. But rather than being confined to just what the game has been coded to do, you can kind of just do anything. You really just have complete freedom. So if you want to, you could run in there and whip a rock at somebody and taunt them. And then you roll a dice to see how effective it was. Did you hit the person with that rock? Did that taunt work? Did it do anything? Did it just anger them? And then, despite, you know, if you have like a storyline that's set in the ways, as a dungeon master, you never know what your players are going to do. So the fun as a DM is trying to create the results of their actions. So you need a very creative mind. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. You don't have to. You can play it pretty by the book. And like I've definitely played with people that are very serious about it. There's no fun to be had. And they kind of just play things very straight, but then they still have fun with the chaos of the people that are kind of throwing wrenches into the plan, because it's like you kind of take on your character. So you can pick a character that has no intelligence, and you have to play as an idiot. So even though you may be the smartest person in the world, you kind of have to play as the biggest idiot in the world. And so it's kind of like you get into your characters, and like some of the shit that just happens is just so fucking funny. And sometimes, like for me, I've done like a more straight playthrough and one that I wrote myself. And as much as I try to plan and try to set up obvious conclusions or paths for the team, they may just fucking do something completely opposite. Yeah, same here. I'm a fiction. I thought about DMing, but mine was too wired to have characters execute the most interesting outcome based on the certain plot. Players obviously never do that. Yeah, but you will.
Back of the train.
I'm the same way, Deku, but you will probably have so much fun trying to come up with something else on the fly that circumvents it.
Do you go this way?
Yeah. And I've written entire sections that never get played because they do something completely stupid.
Maybe check the next one.
Like, just so fucking dumb.
I'm thirsty and hungry.
Like, I created this puzzle.
Do you want a of my turnip stuff?
No, I'm good. Like, I remember we had this, like, we actually had to create a family of...
Okay, do you want this recipe? Just so you, just in case.
Yeah, I think I already have that, actually. Yeah. I had to create a family of Kyles throughout the world. Just, they were always Kyles, and they kind of just fit, like, Kyle the carpenter, Kyle the plumber. Like, we just kind of made up this Kyle, because there's so many times that people would destroy something that was needed or crucial for the campaign. So then they'd have to go into the town to find a nearby Kyle to like fix it. They'd have to spend money, and it was like kind of like a cheap fix, but we just had to. No, I see the appeal. I just can't get my brain to cooperate. Yeah, I can see. It might be something that you might find irritating at first, but then it might just change. You might just be like, actually, you know, this is actually pretty crazy. And sometimes it makes it better. Sometimes the best plans are the ones that just like, kind of, you know, just aren't planned out. Just, you might want to go, you know, do a trip across the country in a set path, but then all these other journeys that get created just from random choices. Yeah. So we done that one. Mana loading. They can't wait to have mechanics complete and have peeps play them. Let's see if we miss something on living quarters. I got
possible.
No, I see the people. I just can't get my brain to cooperate. Alright, I campaign to compete and have peeps play them. Yeah. One of the most fun things is we're writing them. I'll be right back though if I take a week. It's gonna take a week. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
this is...
Or,
Well, actually, I don't know. We did this one pretty well.
yeah. I feel
It's
like,
not,
yeah, this was...
It's not really mechanical.
No.
Let's see, no robots. So we research, foundry. It's like, I can't remember what warehouse looks like. But yeah, no, what was it? They needed to find this portal. I remember in one of our campaigns, they had to find this portal. And the person that they were after was kind of a trickster. Loved using, liked creating kind of like puzzles, basically. It was just, there's certain things sometimes you put in a campaign to kind of like maybe encourage certain things, like doing puzzles or forcing people to, because like the people I was playing with were all brand new. So I was trying to find ways to get them comfortable with like different aspects of the game. So one is having conversations, and rather than just, you know, having like a straight yes or no kind of question, like asked a lot more questions. Because you can, like, you know, the characters have more depth depending on how you write them. You can find out certain information. Then I was trying to teach them puzzles, like when you walk into a room, you know, do checks to make sure that there's certain things that are in the room. Yeah, or forcing them to try
Matt
things.
needs that again.
All good. So, they're all brand new. Some of them are a little bit more shyer. So it's like, you know, I want to... Let's see, you know, get more comfortable with it. You know, saying what's on your mind and acting in character as much as possible. I think that was the one thing I did a bad job of, is trying to force people to play as their character. But at the end of the day, you want things to be as fun as possible for everybody. So I was never too strict on the rules. Because every group's different. There's an R10 accepting them into thinking it's their idea. Yeah. But sometimes after, when the plan works out well, you're like, high five to myself. Seems like, kind of like when someone says something, go with it, or else you kill. Yeah, you kill the moods, yeah. That was like one thing that I was trying to encourage more, is like if you say something, that's what your character is saying. It's to create like pretty hilarious outcomes. But yeah, it's a lot of improv. I don't need that. But no, I've had really good groups. The only time we had a negative group was everybody on the team was a good character, except one person. I'm not a huge fan of like side. Like I like having every character. You want everybody to feel kind of like special in their own way, have their own side stories and things that they can grow upon. And so everyone had I kind of wrote and talked to them individually about like certain things that will happen specifically for them. So the team is going to come and try to help them do their own little side quests, whether it's becoming a paladin, a fully fledged paladin, or you know, maybe they did something bad and they become a fallen paladin and have to like regain their honor, finding their parents, just whatever it is. And no, that's not the right way. I'm trying to remember where I was going with this. My mind just blanked. Yeah, he's a floating boss. He was floating boss house and they die. The fight was good. The heroes always have a chance regardless of how much power they have. Yeah. That's true. I do that too. And just a lot of fetch quests. Oh, and so this one guy had his side story, because sometimes they write their own too, and then you kind of incorporate that into the story. In this one campaign, I was a player, not a DM. but he was wanting to be evil and had a secret plan that was going to backstab everybody and take over the world. And so one of his special like hidden powers was he could manipulate the mind and make them become basically slaves. So he would do this to certain characters unknown to us. And so his eventual goal was to take over the party. So he'd take over us, and then we would do actions, but then he could change our actions. And as much as it sounds cool, that's no fun for everybody else. And he was so obsessed with this and would get in such heat. Like, I didn't know about this till afterwards, until he eventually got kicked out of the group. But he got like upset. He'd get depressed when things weren't going his way. We had no idea, but the DM told us afterwards. He just would not. And so it was kind of like a power trip thing. It almost turned into like he wanted to, like, if someone made a decision he didn't agree with, he could manipulate that character into doing a different decision, despite their character being written in a certain way. And so, yeah. So that was the only time I remember, like, it was kind of shitty. Yeah, first actual humans is different than DMing to convince parties. Yeah, because eventually you can convince them, but they might not. From 34. Okay, we already did this. So now this area is definitely cleared. Is there 2 in 1 area? That goes up. This is... Golem testing. Oh, wait. This is warehouse. Oh, fuck. I think I know. I think I know then. Hey, let's take the train. I'm pretty sure, I was thinking...
I can activate it down here. You don't have to be here if you want.
Loading docks.
Where do you want to go? Loading docks?
Yeah, the elevators. With the corruption.
Oh yeah, the vents.
Yeah.
We never shut those off. Plot twist.
For some reason I was thinking this was the boss, but it's not.
Reduces resistance to corruption. Okay.
But yeah, so we had this puzzle where I was teaching how to do a puzzle, and it was like you walk into a room, there is a dresser full of action figures, like wooden action figures, kind of like on them, and a mirror. And so I was trying to teach them to, even though you walk into the room, I'm not going to give all details. I'm not going to be like, oh, all the action figures, one's missing a head. Like, I want to teach them to kind of like look into the situation. So they walk in, they look into the mirror, and they see that all the pictures are sitting there. They all have their hand up, except for one. The hand's down. or sorry, no, all the action figures have their hands up in the mirror, and then I was hoping that they would look at the action figures on the table and expect it, and realize that one of them has their hand down. No. And all they had to do was grab the hand, put it up, and then they would unlock the area. And so they're like, look around, I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? And then they're like, I don't know, maybe it's something that's inside the desk. And I'm like, okay, I don't want them to go that way. So I'm like, no, magically, all the desks, all the drawers are sealed. There's no way to get inside. So their thing is, like, to me, that's like, okay, big hint. Do not try and go in there. There's something else you have to do. What do? Smash the desk. So I'm like, fuck. We want to smash the desk. Alright, well, you try. Roll a dice. Natural 20. Fuck. That natural 20s are basically whatever you say happens. So, which happens surprisingly a lot. So, yeah, they smash the desk. I'm like, there's nothing there. And then someone like, okay, I pick up the pieces. I'm like, oh, you pick up the pieces. I inspect them. You notice that one of them has their hand down. And then they're like, oh. And then he flicks the hand up, and I'm like, well, now the thing's damaged. So that's when we created Kyle #1. They had to go get Kyle the carpenter, pay a bunch of things. He had to repair it, and then put it all up. And so, yeah. Do you really... I might borrow the name Kyle and do the same thing, yeah. It was like, yeah, Kyle the carpenter. Fucking Kyles.
Room seems super sus. There's nothing in it though.
Our favorite adventure was they were at the top of they were going to this mine. Something was happening in the mines. And there were a group of dwarves that were protecting the evil that was within. And so their objective was to go talk to the dwarves because they were quite upset because that's where their mining operation was. And so they go up there and they have to go talk to the king. That was their whole thing. And they see a minecart and a track going down the mine shaft. I'm like, okay, what do you guys do?
So either we have to turn on vents or destroy where the corruption is coming from. But where is it coming from?
What do you guys do? And they go, we hop into the minecart. Oh, well, you can't all fit in there. Okay, well, we grab multiple minecarts and we all hop in. I'm like, okay, you guys all hop in. Now we go down the track. And I'm like, oh no. So they push themselves in. There's no brakes. And they just go flying down this thing. And so I had already written where these tracks go. They were supposed to walk and follow them. I never even thought about them getting into a track and going down. So they had this huge dungeon that they pretty much went past, and the tracks lead to pretty much the final boss of that area. So, which you can't write.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping that they go in there, they could keep following it, or they could hear the screams of other rooms, so they check out other areas, and then learn how to beat the final boss of that area. So they go in there completely blind, not knowing anything. The entire team gets wiped. So now I'm like, okay, now do I kill them all, or do they wake up captured? And then, and so they woke up captured, and then it turned into this whole other campaign that just was completely not what I wrote, and it was a lot of fun. They ended up befriending someone, then we made that person became a character, and so you just write stuff as you go. Don't use combat numbers in combat, just feel how the tides are going and how the rolls go, and then call it. I get too caught up in the details of combat mechanics. Yeah, the combat mechanics. It can be pretty straight, but sometimes it gets pretty.
Oh, I see
Out
the
there.
gem.
Wait, oh
It's on
really?
the other side of one of these walls. Yeah.
Gem key? Okay. What do these do over here?
Enter. Oh, I found where we're supposed to go.
Okay.
So
Up the elevators?
yeah, all the way up. I'll head back and I'll meet you at the top of it.
Goes for that kind of spirit though? Yeah, yeah.
But you might want to get ready for like a boss fight.
Okay. But like, I had one DM who
I'll show you
handcrafted
where the key is.
every
first.
single set piece in styrofoam. He like used like a burning pen and carved out
So see
these huge blocks of
face
styrofoam,
right
or
there?
I forgot what it was, styrofoam or some kind of foam. Hand paint them, and so some of these were like huge blocks he put together, and it would take up the entire table, and it was so cool. And he had like 1,000 action figures that he would use in place of like the creatures, and some of those were he repainted. He was by far my favorite one. He was insane.
Do you have any burnt health?
And I had one DM that
restored?
Sorry?
Do you have any burnt health you need restored?
Yeah, a little bit.
You see the key behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some mushroom bars. And then through this door is the boss.
And then but then I also had one
per.
per.
I
Oh
want
yeah.
to do a bit of prep
Yeah.
work before that happens. Just
Did-
down a bunch of potions.
Then I had one guy who was very straight with how the game went. He was the most serious. He knew a lot too, though, so that was kind of interesting. But the downside was he tended to not like characters getting too powerful. He really liked the game hovering around the levels 1 to the max of like 5. And so we were finding that once you got to like 3 or 5, he would find ways to kill you off. And so it was fun for a while because it is kind of cozy being at the early stages.
So you don't have any healing potions.
You never got like farther. You never got like some of the crazier spells or whatever. So that was probably my longest DM. You create new characters, create a new story. That was part really fun.
Okay.
But
I'm as ready as can be.
Is there corruption there? Do you think?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So I'll do that. This. Let's do it.
So it looks like it's another ring thing.
It was the first time I played when I was like 8 or 9 over at my friend's house. Dad custom built models for video games, so he elegant set pieces. Nice.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
He's aggroed.
Wait, I'm stuck.
Wait, seriously?
Oh no, I can press enter, but he's.
Okay. Okay. Chill for a bit.
I want to get in.
Dad,
Let me in.
Let me dot him up real quick. I'll throw some on him. Okay, come in. Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh my god, it sucks. What the fuck is... He has a friend.
Oh, he's got turrets. Oh, whatever you just did to him fucked him up. Oh, I got hit. Can you kill that thing, or is it like not have a health bar?
It has a health bar.
No, fuck it, just focus him. Just dodge. I'm just gonna take this guy counterclockwise around and around until I can kill him. He's almost dead.
Yeah. I have no stamina. Nice.
Dude.
I just got this guy.
Oh, the thing lives. After he even dies. Fight. Burn all the stamina. Hey.
As the Scourge Giant collapses, a bunch of runic projections nearby flicker, vanish, and reappear. Various machines shudder to a stop and never resume their work. Damn you all, my progress lost, although I must also extend my gratitude. That beast entered this facility with the purpose of destroying it. It crawled through a crack and began to swing its weapon at anything that moved. I feared it would ruin all hope I had of getting justice. Then again, had the Scourge not tried to destroy this place, it would not have accidentally reactivated my connection to the, whatever fucking that is, phylactery, and let me regain control. In a way, I owe this thing a great debt.
Phylactery?
Phylactery, even if it was accidental. So strange that the very monsters I was commanded to destroy have been the source of my freedom not once, but twice. Perhaps this is a sign. The purpose was to fight the Scourge, to have an ally with the Scourge thing. Do you think that these golems could wage war against the hordes of Scourge all by themselves? No. I controlled them. I am the one who saved Harmattan all those years ago. And what was my reward for my sacrifice? To be buried here, forgotten. And in my absence, the other great lords of Harmattan fled like cowards, died like cowards, and let that damnable Sorbor Academy create a city where only our accomplishments and legacies were all but erased. My demand remains the same. Surrender all those to Sorbor Academy by the end of 60 days or reap the consequences. And he's really giving us the time.
I know, and it's always 60 days.
Yeah, it's always, it was 160.
It's like, you know,
Yeah.
you guys were at 60, you killed the
Yeah.
boss, here's another, I'll top it back up.
You kind of, I think he's lonely.
Okay, is there any switches in here that we should have hit?
No. He's healing
Oh,
the
but
corruption.
It ended the,
Oh, nice.
the fans. Grab the key.
Stone. The last gemstone key. Yeah, it's pretty
Let's head
intense. Oh
back.
wow, this is the first time I actually looked at the screen. You were facing it. You look sexy in that, sir. You said in that, sir. In which one? Oh, just the way I was looking at the camera. I still don't know. I kind of want to get a better camera still. This one does its job, but definitely want to get a
I
better
wonder
one.
what those elevators are for, though.
I'm still gonna try and figure out a way.
We got the stone and.
No, you can't have a camera.
everything.
Oh, you got
What's the
stop
purpose?
style, sir. I thought you were talking about my camera.
Yeah, no.
This like that. Wait, gotta get the.
Oh, it's to skip floors, so you can go instantly up.
I don't know if I like this. Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool. But you like the bird one? Yeah, it's pretty goofy. I do like the movement speed though. Wait, was I fighting the whole time in this? Missing on that sweet damage. It's pretty funny. $32. This gives me a very what are they called in Warhammer 40k? Necrons? Is it Necrons? Can't believe I'm fucking up the name.
Yeah, I'm back at the train. Do you want me to hit the controls?
Yeah, sure.
And where are we going again?
Research laboratory. No, it's not Necron. Blink, 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 blink. Fuck, what are those called? Where did I play? Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Yo.
Oh, it is Necrons. Okay. Okay, my healing.
Hey, you have like no health.
As the final key is inserted, the way forward opens ominously, and the booming voice echoes through the halls even louder than usual. Uh-oh.
60 days.
Yes, you have 60 days to walk down this hallway, or I will destroy everything. Except for my corruption.
Better. Chug a potion.
So, are we going in with no health?
I got full health. Do you wanna rest?
Well, no, more no healing.
You scared?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go.
1 sec, I need to get... And...
Oh, there's enemies before we get there.
And... Pop that guy. Do you want some wine?
Should be okay. I'm gonna bring them back so we can fight outside the corruption.
Oh, I think those guys heal themselves, so that's kind of a waste. What's he doing?
His little balls are super misleading. I think they're a lot further away than they
I
are.
missed that one. Actually, I might have to go back just to repair my axe.
Almost just died. I died. He's being healed by the dogs too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why we're doing like 0 damage. Every piece. Somehow all my armor broke twice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, should we,
Let's clear up to the door.
Yeah.
So we can come back and just head straight in.
You don't want the Perpkin pie?
No, it increases corruption. Oh, there's books up here.
These sublime shells, as we call them, they are far closer to the jungle apes that the shell horror species seems to be corrupted from, but even smarter. Some of them appear to be even capable of extremely limited speech. These grotesques, they are similar to immaculates. They lack intelligence of any kind, and hew closer to plant-like illuminators. Are they failed
Big boy
immaculates,
over
or
there
immaculates are
and a
a
grotesque
superior
in
version
front
of a
of us here.
grotesque? Illuminators, they puzzle us all. They appear to be like mobile plants, with no head or mouth to speak of, but their feet. They're shaped like human hands. Even the pure illuminators follow no sensible biology and appear to be strange amalgams. I never noticed their feet. Milk. Oh, they are like that. Weird.
Is lower laboratory key required, so we still got to do a bit of work before we get to them.
There's something big coming.
Yeah. Saw him when I poked my head in there. Ooh. Back.
Oh, just turned on me last second.
Oh, one of the casters is behind him too, and it's healing him.
I'll lure this guy away. Whoop.
Beat him up. Okay, caster's dead.
You can shoot through walls.
It's on me now. What? I'm dead. Wasted.
Jesus. I don't know how I'm alive. That was close. It was a little bit close. How much? How much? 2. 2. God, I can't imagine this game is solo. So many things you have to do. That was kind of a little bit close. What's my corruption? What's my corruption? Oh, if I don't know, they might be really outdated. Yeah, trading aggro makes it way easier, way easier.
Do you pick up a key at any point?
Yeah, I got the lower one. But I say we go back.
Okay.
We're so low. Which way is back? I can definitely feel my weapon's durability.
Yeah. We might want to save him for next time then, though.
I think we can make it there and back pretty quick. Yeah, how'd you like it? Which would you say that warehouse probably was the closest? Oh, I hate it, but had fun. Nice. Well, I don't know. Some of the worst games I've played, I've had fun. I've had fun with friends.
Which
100%.
way is out again?
I think it's the other way. Yeah, there's definitely some games. So I'm trying to go. There was a game though that even with a lot of friends we didn't like. I'm trying to remember what it was, which is hard to do. Yeah, and I think it's turning right up here. Let's take this guy. Who'd you play as, Grekia? Who's your character? Or characters? Yeah, I'm gonna probably like look up some YouTube at work tomorrow and see the changes they made to the characters. Is there any characters that's like untouched? Alright, to somehow make it without getting hit once. You're Lucy DV main and a Torb for DPS.
Oh.
No, don't come after me. Leave me alone.
I have no stamina to get away from them if they do.
Oh, they've all respawned. Yeah, that's one of the best things about Lucio. Just being able to like hop around, be annoying, hop out, walk around a little bit, hop back in. Bloop. Give him a little boop. Fly back out. Lucy is really cool. He's a really cool character. I always thought he was cool, but I didn't really like think of him as being overly good when I first started playing him. And then when I kept being put in positions where I had to keep playing him and like learning like how fast his gun actually builds up your ult and like yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. He wasn't one of my mains though, because one of the guys I played with really played him a lot. So I never really got like a crazy amount of practice. But yeah, the guy I played with, like he learned all the little like hidden areas that Lucio can get to, and staying on the walls for like fucking ever. My mains were Anna for support, Roadhog for tank. But I would set it, depending on the play though. Sometimes Roadhog doesn't work, so I usually go Zarya, and then I really liked Mei for a long time. But then once they started adding more shields, and people started to learn how to counter her super hard as McCree, I kind of stopped playing her. And then who else? Anna, Roadhog, Zarya. I can't remember who the other one is. And the Lucio Mei is my least favorite because of that slow. I need my speed. Yeah, she is very, because she can be very annoying. I love the ice wall. The ice wall is like so. There's so many ways that was super handy. But yeah, the McCree's stun was just devastating to her. She just got what? You just get wrecked. As with a lot of characters, but yeah. Her cooldowns, if I remember correctly, were pretty long. And McCree's stun is no longer in the game. Yeah, I've heard that, so that's pretty nuts. So she might be... Maybe I'll get back into her. Wait, McCree's no longer in the game? Wait, what? I did not know that. I need to look into this. Oh, that's right. You fuck. God damn it. I knew that. You asshole. I forgot about that. I just watched a like lore video before streaming too. That's so funny. God, I can just picture you with a big smile on your face, excited to type out "It's Cassidy" now. Probably couldn't type that fast enough. Big dink.
Want to buy something? Want to buy something?
He took the bait. He took the bait. Oh, you collected it.
All right.
Oh.